This is Rynerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Handoff to the single back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it to him again. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. From deep, it's Floyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He'll pitch it. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Floyd. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Runs through a tackle. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his... moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Grant. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Enough to move the chains. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Burns. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They even things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Eagles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Out wide left, it's Grant. Caught, and he's got room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's James. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Toppers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. That one's not even close. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Nestles it in at the 35. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. The run to the right. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, WKU. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Grant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, past the 20, all the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where he goes out of bounds as this offense had it cooking on that one.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Burns. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Flowers. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one.
He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
3rd and long right here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together, and they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the 3rd downs, nice job coming up big on a 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st. Left side is Floyd. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Moving to his left. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking left. Lucky to get it off.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap.
Flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Out wide right, it's Peters. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hilltoppers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Still looking to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Third and long coming up. Moving the pocket, it's Burns. Under pressure. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We start with the Troy Trojans in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Trojans with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, going to throw it. Moving out to the right. At the 35, he's open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Look out! And it's a sack.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic... and now set up 4th.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Gets the back moving. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Eagles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball.
Breaks free in the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Toppers. He scores for the 5th time in this game. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolute
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to get started. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Burns. They're all over him. Fires to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll run it. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Peters. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. The give. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out wide left, it's Claiborne. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Got his man in the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Eastern Michigan, 28.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Left side is Grant. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Making the adjustment. Wants to keep it in the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll run it in the red zone. It's James. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, WKU. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Let's see what he can do with the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Zings it complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's changing the play. Wants to go up top on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it. First down and more. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. And
here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Hits the hole. It's Hicks. And he's brought down after a short gain. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Going to the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of